Now, I want to go back to what you were saying before about what's happening in Victoria, because today it just got worse. I have some breaking news for you. We've been waiting on a vote in the Victorian Parliament. So Daniel Andrews, the little wannabe dictator that he is, has been trying to make sure that he can keep the powers that he's given himself. And in December, the last of the emergency declarations expires, and it's quite difficult for him to renew under the current circumstances. So what he's doing, there's a game that he wants to play where he will tell everybody, hey, everyone, we're ending the state of emergency. That's it. I'm the first state premier, first state in Australia to end the state of emergency. Look at me. What a great job I've done. But before he does that, he's trying to pass legislation that he's currently negotiating in secret with members of his party and a few other crossbenchers to make the emergency powers permanent. But because it's not under the name of the state of emergency anymore, he can end the state of emergency. He's still got all of his powers, but he gets to grandstand at the same time. Now, what he's just done, and it happened today, the vote finished about a half an hour ago, is that he has gotten a procedural motion through in the Victorian Parliament that if you do not prove that you are vaccinated, then you may not come in and you may not vote. So now we have formal medical apartheid in our Parliament House. If you are not vaccinated and willing to prove that you are vaccinated, you can't come in. Now, he's done that knowing full well that there were at least 3 MPs who were not going to comply with that. 1 Liberal opposition MP and 2 Liberal Democrats, David Limbrick and Tim Quilty. I've invited David Limbrick to join us tonight if he can, but it's going to go long tonight. He's going to be busy, so it probably won't happen. And that legislation just passed, or that rule, sorry, just passed in the Parliament. Only 4 people voted against it, and that was Tim Quilty, David Limbrick, Catherine Cumming and Jeff Borman were the only 4 people that opposed that motion in the upper house in Victoria. As a result, Tim Quilty and David Limbrick are going to be excluded from all future votes. They can no longer perform the function of an elected member of Parliament. The government is now saying we get to set extra rules on who's allowed in here. Doesn't matter what the people voted for. We, the government of the day, get to decide who gets to come in here. As a result, he's trying to make it easier for himself to pass those the permanent pandemic laws so that he can end the state of emergency, grandstand, but still have all of his powers. We are literally right now watching the end of functioning democracy in Australia. The whole point of democracy is that the government of the day doesn't get to decide who walks in the parliament. It's the people who decide who walks in the parliament. That's the founding principle. And he's turning that on its head right now.